Yo guys, welcome back to another video. So before I start this video, I just want to say a quick thank you to you guys for the support you've shown recently. We've just passed 650 subscribers. 700 is the next milestone, so close to it. So subscribe guys if you haven't already. Leave a like and comment down below what videos you guys want me to do. So let's get straight into the video. So this video is a 1-year ownership review on my Honda Civic EP2. So I've owned this car now for just over a year. So I thought I'll do a review on it because it's the longest I've owned a car for, not including my project cars, just the cars I've dailied. So the longest car I've owned prior to this was my Yaris, which was 7 months. My Polo, I owned it for 5 months before I got into an accident. My Civic, I owned that for about 5.5 months before I got rid of it and bought the blue EP2, which I owned for 6 months. So obviously when you get a car, or when you've had it for over a year, there's some things that you need to do for the car to be driven onto the road. So that's MOT, insurance and road tax. So insurance for me has dropped this year by around £500, £600. Last year I was paying 1,500. This year it's dropped to just under £1,000. So you're saving a lot, and I've only got 2 years no claims bonus with a claim. So that's fairly cheap for what the car is compared to like the Fiestas and the Corsas, because I was looking at changing to something cheap to run around in for a bit. So I was looking at Corsas, Fiestas, Golfs, and they were all coming at around £1,700 for the year. So for what the car is, it's not the quickest car, it's not the slowest car. For what the car is compared to a Corsa or a Fiesta or a Golf, I'd rather have this basically. So I'm saving like £700 on insurance as well, if you get what I mean. So yeah, MOT, I've passed it this year. It needed a few things doing, for example like a bit of corrosion, minor advisories, nothing too expensive, so I've got that done. Road tax for the year, it's, if I'm not wrong, it was £210. If it's something else I'll put on the screen, but I'm pretty sure it was £210 for the year. You can pay it for 6 months or you can pay it for the year. I prefer to pay for the year, get it out of the way. So yeah, so me with EP2s, I know them basically inside out. I've had them modified, I've had them stock. So I thought I'll just give you guys a bit of information about them, and I'll give you a 1-year review of my, not like someone else's, my personal opinion on my EP2. So before people start saying, oh, you said this wrong, you said that wrong, it's my opinion on my own car from my experience. So the first thing I want to start off with is the gear stick position. It's a bit higher up than a normal car gear stick. Normally it's down here, so this is obviously used for storage. So the gear knob up here, it's a lot of people find it very awkward. Me growing up, this was the main reason I didn't like EPs. But once you get in one, once you drive it, it's a completely different situation. You're more involved with the car. So if I zoom out a bit, you can see that everything's there, everything's accessible. So it's like, for example, you got a cup holder right here, you've got all your heater switches, AC, buttons, the hazard, the phone holders, everything's here, the stereo, even on, if I come down here, if you can see it, heated mirrors, everything's literally accessible, like even the door switches, everything. So it's more easy, you're more involved with the car, if you get what I mean. Especially if you're driving fast around bends, or if you need emergency stops and everything, it's literally quick to access. So that's the gear knob mentioned. Cup holders, got so many. Got one here, got one there. Excuse the mess. Got one here, and I think that's about it. So another thing I want to mention is parts. Parts are so easy to get hold of for these cars. I know I've said this in my previous review, if you've not already seen that. But yeah, so my tyre power seats, I got them very cheap. £100 I'm pretty sure I got them for. It's been that long, it's been over a year. £100 I got them for, and I sold them for about 120 quid. So easy money on them. Like my alloys, even my alloys, I paid 70 quid for them. They weren't the best condition, but I sold them off for £100. Seats, I had mine lying around, so I just chucked them in. But even then, if I'm after some of these seats, I get them for free basically. So people will always have some parts lying around. If you haven't already seen my first video, I'll put it up on the screen up here, or I'll put like a pop-up banner. Give that a watch if you're after some parts. See who I go to get my parts off. Mention my name, they'll sort you guys out. And yeah, so like me, I put this car back to stock now. So stereo, seats, alloys, induction kit, my tint's still on, took the sun strip off, spoiler I've taken off, exhaust I've changed, everything. It's so easy to get hold of the parts. And if I want to modify it again, I can. It's nothing too expensive. But from my experience from modified and stock, I'd prefer it stock now, as I've driven both and I don't see a difference in the power or anything. It just looks. So yeah, so parts easy to get, easy to install. Before I bought these Hondas, I would never work on my cars. I would not work on anyone's car. But working on these Hondas is so simple and so easy. Honda have made it so easy to work on your cars. So I could literally, I never used to do anything, but I started with the seats, stereo, alloys, spoiler. I can do it all myself now. If people need help, let me know, I'll come down and help you. But yeah, it's like a learning curve basically. So simple, so easy, and literally even if you're struggling, just go on YouTube, watch a video. Someone will always know something. Even if you want to do it yourself, just drop me a message. You can drop someone else a message. There's a reason there's forums like these EP2 clubs and stuff like that. These people are there to message, to get advice from. A few of my videos have already like touched up a few subjects and all that. So yeah, if you need any help, let me know guys, and I'll be happy to help you guys. So power wise, this car's not got much power. It's only 108 brake horsepower. Previously I had it dynoed at 120 brake horsepower. I'm gonna put this printout on the screen now because everyone keeps messaging me for it. So the printout will be on the screen. 120 brake horsepower I had it dynoed at, compared to 108. I don't see a difference. The car, it's a fun car, but only for like a limited amount of time. You will get bored of these cars, which is why people are telling me strap a turbo to it, K20 swap it. It's all good and all that, but it's just gonna cost a lot of money, and it's not worth it spending that much money on this car. Right now the market, it's very weird because these EP2s are selling for tyre power money now. Personally, I should have sold it when I had the chance, but I don't regret it because this car's costing me nothing. I bought it for £400. All my parts I have sold, I've made my money back, so the car's basically costing me nothing at all. So I could literally scrap this tomorrow and I've made profit on the car. So yeah, so right now the market is a bit weird, COVID tax and everything. So yeah, so if you're interested in getting the car, get it whilst you can, because the value is just going up. So yeah, it's like my EG. I bought that for 750 quid, the cheapest EG in the UK at the time. Cheapest EG in the UK at the time, and now the value is going up. People are ready to take it off me, but I'm not selling it because I want to build that That's gonna be my show car, and it's just gonna sit there and look pretty, basically. More videos will be out on that very, very soon. A few announcements will be made very, very soon. Just like in general, and my EG and this car. Even though there's nothing to do on this car. I know a few people have messaged me about running costs and how much parts and all that costs. So I'll do a full video on that, and it should be out soon. But yeah, right. So I don't know if I've mentioned it, but the fuel right now compared to when it was modified is a lot different. So right now I fuel up about 50 quid, and it lasts me about a week and a half. But when it was modified, I was fueling up £75, and it would last me about 3-4 days. So there's a big difference in the fuel, but it depends how you drive. So if I floor it now, so right now I've probably killed about £3 worth of fuel. And yeah, it's like the exhaust sound as well. It plays a big impact on it. But right now, since I've gone for a smaller tip, since I've gone for a smaller exhaust and stock exhaust, it's not affecting my fuel as much as it did when it was a custom bigger 3.5 inch pipe. But yeah, so I'm just gonna pull up right now, and I'll get some clips of it from the outside, and that should be the video. Yeah. Right, so this is just a quick walk around of the car. If you click the top left corner, you can see a pop-up that's going to show the full walk around updated. So yeah, this is all stock. That's the small exhaust. Standard spoiler, standard wheels, standard seats, standard door cards. Yeah, so everything is basically standard apart from that badge, but that doesn't make a difference. So yeah. So that's the 1 year ownership review. I hope I've covered whatever needs covering. If you've got any questions, drop me a message on my Instagram, it's on the screen here, or drop a comment down below, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Leave a like, subscribe, so close to 700 subscribers. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
And every day is a lesson. In the now, like this ain't depression. And shaitan in my ear, like grab that, you can't lie, yeah, it's tempting. And heart of a soldier, what? Think I'm phased by riding.